Okay, this is a video about entering or designating an extended health client or any private pay client other than HOP. So this is a client that is not paid by HOP but is either paying privately, another entity as an extended health coverage, or WCB or anything else that's paying their bills. Now, it's very similar to an HOP client, but we're putting things in a different place. So what we're doing is making that designation so that when you're doing the billing and doing the invoicing, you can quickly look and see what billing pattern am I going to follow to bill this client. Okay, so here you're going to select, so you've gone through the basic entry of selecting a client, or putting a client into QuickBooks. Okay, now this step you're going to be able to add as you learn the steps and you know that this patient HOP or extended. You can add it at the same time that you're putting the patient into QuickBooks. You don't have to do two steps. Okay, so at the top here, when you're entering the main name for the account, if the patient has extended health benefits, you would put that designation to the right of the name. For instance, this patient has Pacific Blue Cross, so I would put PBC. If they had Sun Life, I would put SL in here. If there was any other abbreviation that you didn't know what it was, even put EHB, which is Extended Health Benefits. Okay? Come down here into the address field, which is this area right here, and on the bottom line, you would put the ID and the group, or that was the group, which is a group number for Sun Life, is basically 5 5s. And then the ID, which is normally a SIN number. I would put a space between the 3 digits. I'm just doing a fictitious number here. But this is what you've done. You've put the ID, you put the group, and then you put the ID. And even at the beginning of those numbers, you can put PBC or Sun Life or whatever it is that's showing that this is where the bill is going to go. So when you're doing the invoice, this will actually pop up showing the patient's name and how they're being billed. Then you can do the invoice right away. Down here, this is the address that's going to go on the envelope or the invoice that will show the person that's mailing it what they need to do to make sure that that information is going to get paid for. Now, over in this area where we would put the start date and everywhere else for the extended health or HOP, we can still even put in the PHN, which is not entered here. This is in the basic entry. The primary payer then would be the extended health benefit, and then the equipment, we can still keep the equipment as a designation in there. We do not have to put an area under the payment information account. That is strictly HOP. So again, what we've done to designate this patient as an extended health benefit patient, we put in who's paying it, PBC, Sun Life, extended health benefits, or whatever, even private pay in there. That's how we do it. Private pay, of course, we wouldn't have to add anything in here. All the extended health benefit numbers would be added into this area down here. So that's really it. That's how you designate how to bill a client. So you've got the basic entry in, then you show who's paying the bill, and then you can invoice correctly from there. From this point, you can go on and do the first month's invoice and also memorize the transaction into the memorized transaction, so you get a continual round of oxygen equipment rentals or CPAP rentals or whatever the heck you're renting to them. Thanks.